Let's run that back because I stepped on it a little bit.
Deadpool.
WNBC. WNBC.
Welcome to Simply 15, the autopsy of a first season of a game played by the gang called Deadpool.
The odds are astounding, the stakes are so high. Who's gonna make it? Who's gonna just die? From Hollywood Hills to the rock and roll stage, no one is safe from this chaotic rage. Deadpool season, get ready for the grind. Celebrity Deadpool, leaving logic behind.
Or simply Deadpool, whatever you want to call it.
God damn it, Matt. This is our first
year, first annual. Season signifies like a season. This is our first annual.
We decided we were going to come up with 20 rounds of picks of people we thought would die within the year.
Some people we wanted. Some people
we all did good.
Some people we wanted. Some people. We'll never tell you who.
I was looking at the list.
Yeah, considering
there are some people that needed to die.
Yeah, somebody got to go.
And I don't really think anyone really needed to die.
There was one maybe, and we might get into this.
One of yours.
One of mine.
I would agree, but
almost put me over the
I
top.
mean, listen, we also had Jared Fogle. Probably needs to die.
Yeah.
I had Jerry Sandusky.
I was trying to
probably needs to die.
I was gonna say, read back the people that we were kind of upset
that haven't died.
Yeah, let's
Jared Fogle.
Okay, Jared we got him.
Jerry Sandusky. Anybody have Weinstein?
Yeah, we had Weinstein.
We had Weinstein. Yeah. We also had Bill Cosby.
We did have Bill Cosby.
Still kicking that bastard.
Yoko Ono.
I mean, that's.
I mean that
really wanted her to die.
That's
I think we wanted her to die.
Like
I think we wanted her to.
It's not like she's the one who shot John.
We don't know that.
We don't know that, Matt.
Because at this point, apparently, 9/11 isn't how we imagined.
Were you there, sir? Sir, were you there?
I wasn't. I was not outside the Dakota that evening.
Never forget.
Never forget, bro.
Never forget. Mike Lindell probably should die.
Yeah, you remember him? He was a big deal for like a minute.
Who's this guy? Remind me who
he
this
was.
is?
My Pillow guy.
My Pillow guy. The guy with the whole Trump, Trump and all.
He's still alive?
He's still.
You know who I'm surprised is still
unless
alive.
He died and we didn't know about it.
DJ, you had that extremely large woman.
I don't know if she's dead or alive.
I can't even find her. Is she even on this list?
Disappeared. I could be getting points right now. I don't know what happened to her.
We haven't heard anything, right?
I looked her up. The internet was like, nah, bro.
What was her name again? She was the fat rapper who got caught in the taxi cab with Uber.
Yeah.
It was an Uber. Yeah. She did the Kevin Smith, but like in a cab or something.
Was that Tori?
No, Tory Lanez.
That's a singer, right?
No, Tori Lanez is a singer.
It's like, a rapper.
Her name was started with a D, I think.
Dank. Is it Dank?
Dank,
Dank McGillicuddy or something like that.
D-Moss?
D-Moss. Dank DeMoss.
Good luck finding out she's alive or dead.
I think she was rapping, sitting down with a oxygen tank last time I saw her.
She probably has a
weight
loss drug now. She probably weighs 10 pounds.
Yeah. She weighs as much as Moss at this point.
Yeah, you think she's on Ozempic now?
Everybody's on Ozempic. Even if you're not, you're on Ozempic.
Well, let me check. I'm on her Instagram, and she's not. 4 hours ago, definitely not.
Damn, so, I mean, good.
She's still huge, though.
As of this recording 4 hours ago, she's still alive.
Not popular.
A lot of layers.
I'm surprised she can fit in Instagram. I'm just saying.
She's really in there. Big. I mean, she's not fitting.
I mean,
she's squeezed in there already.
She's got to pose everything vertically.
You scroll up and she's just still there. You're like, damn, she's still on. I'm trying to get to the next. No. I want to see a food item.
She'd be the greatest social media post because you could actually take one image of her and post it multiple times to make her.
Do the 20 things.
Yeah.
You make a story or something.
It would take decades.
Story be like a extended cut, like
daily posts.
Okay, let's move on. We've shat on Dank DeMoss enough. I think she doesn't deserve.
But we had a total of how many deaths we had?
How many deaths did we have?
I think we had 7 or 8.
We had 7 deaths.
Yeah.
Matt had 3 deaths. DJ had 1 death, and Justin had 3 deaths.
In the third person,
again. I was halfway through the year. I was kind of like trying to go. maybe I can go the whole year with everybody on my list.
You were right under the wire.
I was right on the borderline
you were
running
on the
nil.
wire.
In fact, we didn't learn. So DJ had one death, Robert Duvall,
on the last day of the
at 95. So apparently, the day it ended, he died.
Yep.
So as the rules go, you have until midnight of the day. So as we're recording today, as we record, we are recording our next round.
I'm ready this time.
And that will start on March 11th.
Our first annual.
So if anyone dies from March 11th and on to March 11th next year, that's going to count. So DJ got right under the wire. Got a good 5 points.
February 15th, 2025 to February 15th, 2026 was the first.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
But so I'm glad DJ you got on the board. It was quite an impressive run, I will say.
I was trying not to get on the board.
You were trying to go for a no-hitter.
I'm sure the entire Duvall family.
Matthew and Justin would look at me. I was throwing a no-no. I was really in the groove. I was in the 9th inning, and Robert Duvall bunted single.
Yeah. Now Matt had the opposite.
That's what he said at his funeral.
Matt had
single death.
Matt, you had the first death with Gene Hackman at 95. So you both had
stole
95.
that pick from me. Let the record state that Matthew stole that.
Well, we all had that pick.
We all had that.
Everybody
pick.
had it, and I don't think we all really understood why we would have it.
Because we knew he was on the first.
We had a spider sense thing going on there.
See, the thing is, if this was a game of like how would they have died, would you have guessed he would have just fallen down in his house and been eaten by his dog?
I'm still unclear of how he died.
With his wife, both.
It was a weird circumstance. We were like old age. They're like, no, we're gonna go a little bit farther.
It was almost to a point where we kind of almost had like an open investigation on this game where it's like, there might be something to this game.
It was a mystery
because for a while nobody knew how.
No, that was quite.
Horatio Kane was called in.
But you gotta understand. Do you remember when he died?
It was like the week after, wasn't it?
3 days after we did our draft.
It was like
we knew it. We knew it. It was almost suspicious.
It's very suspicious.
Yeah, we smelled the formaldehyde.
But the good thing about that, Matt, is he was 95, so you got 5 points from that.
But I got the extra 10.
You got the bonus for the first death of the season of 5+ bonus.
That was a nice little 15er.
You came right out of the gate with 10 points.
Yeah. Oh, was it 10 points? Was it 10 points for the first death or 5?
It was 10. Well, because you had 5 from Gene Hackman, so 100 minus 95 is 5,
and then
plus the 5 bonus. So you got 10 points
there.
there.
I thought the bonus was 10 for some reason. Okay.
Oh, no.
Bonus was 5. Got it. Okay, so 10 points off the rip. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
He might as well have been 90 years old.
He was 95 years old.
He was 90 at heart.
He doesn't deserve this, Matt.
And then
shitting a lover, Gene Hackman, beloved actor.
And then you also had a good strain back in September, right? You had multiple deaths. You had a multi-death,
it was like bang bang
within a week.
2 big ones.
I called the cops.
Somebody called them. It was too late.
Was that July? I think that was July.
Well, we had it was
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan bit it,
and Ozzy.
And Ozzy, Ozzy was like in June, like late June, something like that. So
those are massively good points. Yeah. Hulk Hogan, 71 was his age. Ozzy Osbourne, 76.
Yeah.
Roommates.
So you got 29 points on Hulk Hogan and 24 points on Ozzy.
What did Hogan die of again?
Racism.
Complicated. Yeah. He saw a black person and fainted.
He fell out of 5 stairs.
So let me tell you something, brother.
Yeah, he's like, you can't say brother anymore.
Can't say brother anymore.
He's not say brother to anybody anymore.
Watch Hogan's last appearance on WWE if you ever want to laugh.
Oh, the booze?
It was. I watched that live.
Netflix, the grand opening of Netflix on WWE or whatever,
and they booed him out of the building, and then he died.
I think he died like
a week after.
Well, Jimmy Hart was like, "Oh fuck,
why am I here?"
Yeah, Hulk Hogan, first wrestler to die.
Yeah.
You also got the first singer to die.
Yeah.
As well.
Everyone had everything. After first actor, first singer, and first
DJ had one of the greatest actors die. And you also had Gene Hackman, who I would consider one of the greatest actors, die. I came flying in with a Pope dead.
Yeah,
that's something about that.
Something about that,
right? The wrong way. I don't know what it is.
Well, doesn't the Pope just live to die anyway?
Yeah, like he was on
88.
And then Conclave came out, so it's kind of like,
It's okay.
I think it was like right after Conclave didn't win the Oscar last year.
Yeah, you're right.
The Pope died.
Yeah. The Pope, it might have been connected.
Favors were owed.
Might have been a connection.
Someone came to collect. Let's just say.
Fines might have done it. Who knows?
Then I came in with Brian Wilson.
Which is a sleeper pick. Good sleeper pick there.
This is a white pick because black people don't even know who the fuck Brian Wilson is.
Yeah, you think Brian? Wait, we have a friend named Ryan Wilson.
Yeah, I know Ryan Wilson. We said Brian. I'm like, who the
Ryan
fuck
Wilson
is that? Beach Boys. I was like, oh yeah, I would never in a
the
million
Beach
years.
Boy.
I mean, if you'd have told me before the game all the Beach Boys are dead, or told me all the Beach Boys were alive, I wouldn't know.
I think he's the only Beach Boy who's dead. I think all the other Beach Boys.
I can tell you.
I still don't know.
I can tell you the reason why I picked him was prior to the Deadpool draft. I had started rewatching Home Improvement, and the Beach Boys show up on Home Improvement.
Really?
And so I Googled, except for Brian. Brian, I did not.
Well, he was playing in the sandbox,
and that's where I got that theory for. So that one was I was very surprised. To be honest with you, Brian Wilson was a surprise for me. Were you guys surprised with your deaths?
I only had the one, and when Robert Duvall died, it still caught me off guard because I was like, oh man, I think I just had seen him. It might have been old. I saw him on the interview when he was talking shit to Jesse Eisenberg about.
I guess when these people just kind of disappear for a while, you're like,
where are they?
Where are they now in the grave?
Scares me when the old one disappears. It's like, oh no, I hope Robert Duvall's okay, and he wasn't. So it did catch me off guard. Everybody else in my list lived.
A lot of people, and we'll get into this after Justin celebrates his, the last person who passed away and everything. But we have a whole list of other people that we missed, that we whiffed on. I'll get into that in a minute, but we'll throw it back to Justin.
I mean that's Duvall
literally dancing on somebody's grave.
Duvall definitely surprised me, even though he was 95.
Yeah.
Gene Hackman didn't surprise me. The surprise was that it happened 3 days after the fact that we did it.
His circumstances were
sketch.
My big surprise was Brian Wilson. For personally for me.
Yeah. I didn't really think Ozzy either. I
thought Ozzy would probably actually hang on.
Point. He was on borrowed time. That man lived 2 years. Life.
It is surprising that he held to 76.
Yeah.
But you think about how long Ozzy's been around in the world. He's like, man, that motherfucker was 76.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, all the shit that he's done
of his life.
People live the most healthiest, calmest life. They die at 30. This guy was snorting ants, biting bats, lived to 70 something. Jesus Christ.
He lived his life
but he had a good time
to the fullest. Then what happened? A very young James Van Der Beek passed away at the age of 48. A 48-er.
Yeah, man. That hurt. That one hurt.
What round did you draft him in again?
First round draft pick.
Oh, he was a first round pick. Okay. Well,
first round draft pick.
Wow, I didn't even remember.
And that was a total of 52 points.
That's a lot of points, man.
That is a first rounder, baby.
That's why you
draft. That's why you draft.
That's why you come out strong.
You got the team together.
Gene Hackman, he was your round 3.
Round 3. So a value.
You stole him. You stole him.
A value pick. But at the end of the day, you picked James Van Der Beek. I was not aware of his illness,
his butt cancer.
You obviously were. You were following his ask very closely.
I am. And as somebody who's getting a colonoscopy on Monday, we'll see. I don't get anything from that. So
I might have to use you as a first round pick.
I'm not necessarily a celebrity, but there are rules.
You're a podcaster. You're an internet celebrity.
Yes.
At least 4 people know who you are.
Yes,
it's enough.
And in this world, that's everything.
And it's a shame. Very young, decent guy, died.
Beloved I didn't know Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air even knew him, and he's like his best friend. I was like,
is it that era? You know, that '90s era.
Yeah, it makes sense. This is Jesus.
It's a shame, but unfortunately, I finally took the lead. It sucks.
It's just what Justin needed. It
sucks. So at the end of the season, I came into first place. I've won the trophy, and Matt took the silver at a whopping 63 points.
63.
Good showing.
Yeah.
Good average for Death right there. You had the big bopper right there.
And DJ third with the 5 points.
Yeah. Somebody needs to go. When you get 100 points in Premier League, they call you the Centurion. So if you get 100 points at the end of the season, you're going to call you the Centurion.
Okay, well, we could do that.
We have to get to 100 this year. We have to hope.
We will do that. We will make that
And if you get everybody on your list correct, not only are you a Centurion, you're invincible.
I think you're also just the person who killed everybody on your list.
Or you're a murderer. One of these things could be true. We don't know.
It could be.
It's the anti-life list.
It's your dark side.
No, dark side has the anti-life
equation.
I have the anti-life list.
You're fucking dark side.
Dark side.
You are dark side.
You are dark side.
Matt, did you want to add your?
A lot of people do call it dark seed.
Oh yeah, who do we miss, Matt? Who do we miss?
Well, here are the big ones. These are the big ones that we missed and everything like that. So, Michelle Trachtenberg, she passed away. We missed out on that one. Who would have saw that coming? She was like 35 years old or something like that.
What'd she die of?
It was like something weird.
I think she had like a kidney issue or liver transplant.
That was
kidney
transplant.
It's like if you were if you worked in like a hospital, you probably would have known like, hey, you might want to pick that one. But we don't know anybody who works in hospitals or anything like that.
Insider trading.
A little insider trading right there. So that was a big one right there. Another big one was Val Kilmer. We missed that one.
Yeah, I think I was hoping. I love Val. So
who would have thought? I think Val Kilmer did have problems, but we just didn't pick him. We didn't put him on the list or anything. Another big one that we missed and we didn't probably think about was D'Angelo, the R&B singer.
That doesn't make his death.
That don't make any sense.
Any sense? Any sense?
What the fuck happened here? But he is dead.
Probably another Deadpool game going on that you should look into.
Yeah, I have to launch another investigation. Robert Redford surprisingly passed away, and nobody thought about that one. That was a big one.
Butch and Sundancer finally
also,
gone.
Hey, Diane Keaton also. Who would have thought Diane Keaton would have passed away? She passed away too. Probably one of the weirder ones. Not the right Cosby Show member died. Malcolm Jamal Warner
it's
died.
like the bullet
it's mysterious to me.
It was looking for Cosby, and Cosby grabbed Theo and pulled him in the way.
He died by drowning because he was saving his son.
He died a fucking hero while his TV dad's a fucking scumbag.
Yeah. So
what the fuck, fate?
Although my thing about that is all eyes on Bill Cosby. Where is he anywhere near that beach?
You know what I'm saying? I would believe you if you told me he was.
I'm gonna take them out one by one.
Take the attention
I'm
off.
gonna drown them like Jello.
Ain't nobody gonna say I did anything.
Not at all.
Fate fired an arrow and Cosby pulled Malcolm Jamal Warner in the way.
He did. Yeah. Very fucking weird. So yeah, that one, that was a big one. Who would have saw that coming? Graham Greene, who we all know from Maverick, and the kind of not West Studi. He's the other Native American guy.
The funny
one. The funny guy. The jolly Graham Greene. He passed away. Charlie Kirk. We probably would have had other people on the list, but that's what we have to say. Move on to somebody that we were upset about actually passing away was Rob Reiner. And we're going
to talk about crazy circumstances.
Got murdered.
Murder.
Real quick, who else died? Giorgio Armani, he died. Dick Cheney, he died. Jane Goodall, she died. Catherine O'Hara, she fucking died.
That sucks. Also died the same thing that Vanderbeek died of.
Exactly. Bob Weir, if you're a Grateful Dead fan, you like Bob Weir. This would have been like a Brian Wilson scenario that only Justin would have known. Fucking Bob Weir.
This is some white shit that
that's some white shit. That's some fucking super white shit right there.
I did research for this next draft.
Yep. And then Bud Cort, who was in Harold and Maude, he died. Yeah. And then recently Eric Dane, who was on Euphoria and Grey's Anatomy. There's a whole bunch of weird shit coming out about him right now, though.
I saw him in Bad Boys, the last Bad Boys movie. He was great.
I
Yeah,
that
well,
guy.
you get a disease, it takes you, man.
It does.
Multiple, man.
And one that just happened as of this recording, I know who he is. You probably know who he is too, DJ. Lord Sear, famous DJ, disc jockey. Lord Sear, big Lord Sear.
What did he die of?
I think of just being fat. I don't know.
Oh man,
I didn't look into it.
It's getting dark out here, guys.
All I
It's
saw
getting
was
dark.
Rust in Power. So I saw.
Oh man, come on, man.
I like when hip hop people die. They always say Rust in Power.
Yeah,
Never
yeah.
say Rest in Peace.
No peace, bro.
No peace, no
Fuck
power.
peace. Fuck
Fuck peace.
There's no peace.
You and fuck peace.
There
So
is
yeah,
no
we miss
peace.
those.
Mhm.
There's some other people, but those are the big ones. So.
Very nice. Well, thank you for doing that.
Of
We
course.
will
I love doing
take
this.
a moment of silence.
Okay.
All right. And so what we're going to do next is
We took a moment of silence.
We took a moment. I didn't say
never said
how
how
long the
long,
moment
guys. He
was.
never said how long. He never
A
specified.
moment is a
moment is a moment.
moment of time.
Moment is a moment.
blink. The blink of an eye is a moment.
So as this podcast comes out on the 15th,
Mm.
in 5 days, you will be able to watch our next season draft of the 2026-2027 Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Aren't you lucky to be alive right now?
It's the
You
most
are.
exciting thing going on in America. There's nothing more exciting going on.
We
right
could
now.
all go. We could all win.
Are you
Or
extremely,
lose.
are you extremely happy to be alive right now?
If
Nope.
the nukes go off, we all win.